So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. And today we have the whole band of Corridor, and we're doing a truck stop interview today. So this is I've done people walking. So first of all, how are you guys?
We're good. We're good.
And it's Corridore.
Corridor, yeah, it has okay, Corridore. It's like it has the hyphen at the end. So, are you guys on tour right now?
Small one. We're just playing some shows for our record release. So just Minneapolis, Madison, Chicago right now.
3 shows. We're on the way there to the first one tonight in Minneapolis.
Awesome. So you're squeezing some time to talk with me. So thank you for that. So I listened to the new album, but I listened to your 2019 album, and I could tell that this one, the new one's more atmospheric than the previous one. Tell me how you guys wanted to change the sound or evolve from that album to your new record, Abandon.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it was the time, obviously, 6 years. We went through COVID and the pandemic and all that, some time apart. And then also during that time, bringing Russell and Nick into the band gave us a lot more variety with the songwriting and the influences that they brought. Um, Kind of formulated the sound and kind of took us in this new direction that I think the new album, I agree with you. I think it is more atmospheric and just more different styles represented, probably more melodic, I would say. Yeah, we think it's for the good, and the songs came out the way they did, and for us, it's the songs kind of write themselves in a way over a long period of time, and we put a lot of time and kind of let the songs sort of
Gestate.
form themselves. Yeah, gestate. But yeah, usually that's how the songs write. It takes a while for them to formulate, so maybe it was good that we had 6 years for them to get to the point that they got to.
Yes, and some of the material you wrote before the pandemic and some other after, did that change like the mood of the song?
Um, I don't know. Eric's the lyric writer.
Yeah, I mean, I think the mood of the album is reflected. I mean, I think it's a lot. It's been a lot of people have been calling it, like very emotional and stuff. I think that probably comes from the period of time that the songs were written in. A lot of change. The world going through a lot of weird stuff.
I feel like you got a lot more introspective.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I think so. Songs are written from a more internal place, but also still representing the themes of the society we're in, and the bleak you know outlook of the overall world, I guess.
Okay, and uh, how was the writing process for this record for you guys?
Somebody brings in a riff, and then we just try to figure out what to do with it, and usually ends up adding a bunch more stuff and changing stuff, and so it just keeps getting pushed around. Um, there's a lot of let's try this, that didn't work, and let's try that and see if that works. So there's a lot more experimentation and collaboration, I think. I wasn't involved in writing the first record at all. I got brought in because Matt recorded too many guitar overdubs on the first album, and they needed another guitar player to play his parts.
It's somewhat true, but then he became a key
Yeah, right.
part
So
of the
then
songwriting.
I able to contribute a lot more
Yeah.
with this stuff. And Nick came in as our new drummer without any of the drums being like written at all for these songs. So he was given a blank slate to do whatever he wanted.
It's always easier that way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, the songs, yeah, they start from little ideas, and they, you know, parts get kind of pushed together, and then we strip it down and build it back up and try different things, and yeah, like over a kind of a long period of time, they end up coming out what they end up as.
And then usually Eric says, we need to add something weird.
Yeah, no, but listening to the first record and to this one, the first record sounded like more raw in places, and this one sounded like you know, like I said, more atmospheric, and like you could tell like the evolution in the sound of the band, especially like in the single that you chose that also closes the album, like Moths. Why did you decide to have that one in particular as the single?
I think because there were so many different movements in it, really. So it was a bunch of, not a bunch of songs put together, but a lot of the different influences and styles and moods that we wanted to get across on this record were all kind of encapsulated by that one song.
Yeah.
It's kind of a journey.
Yeah, it's a long song, almost like I think it's like 8 to 9 minutes. So it's a great way to close the. This tonight is gonna be your first show of this run, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the album officially releases tomorrow, although you can stream it right now at a couple places. We have the two singles that are out. The album drops tomorrow though, and so this is kind of, I guess, a pre-release show, but we've got the albums in the van, and yeah, tonight will be the first chance for people to actually get their hands on the records. We also got CDs and tapes. So yeah, we did all the different formats for this one, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'll post a link for people who obviously don't go to the shows, who want to order it on Hypothenial Records. So I want to show the artwork of the album so we can talk a little bit about the artwork. Let me get the artwork here quickly so we can talk about it. Okay, here it is. So tell us a little bit about what you guys were going for with the artwork.
Well, I think Eric found the artist, right? You discovered the artist
Possibly.
on Instagram?
Yeah, it was an Instagram find. He goes by Sick of Realism.
Yeah, he's some guy in Indonesia, I
Thank you.
guess. And we just reached out to him, and I think you guys coordinated with him more than I did. But
Yeah, we had an artist that we were working with on the previous album, and we were trying to go for a continuation of the first album cover, which kind of had, the first album had, you know, a ship flailing in the sea and kind of crashing into the shore, and there was a temple up on the top of the cliff, and this was supposed to be a continuation of that. We couldn't book the artist that we used last time, so Sick of Realism has some really killer artwork out there, and so we thought that really fit with the theme that we were going for, and the good continuity from the previous album. I've always liked bands that have good continuity of artwork between records, and so I think we've achieved that with this. And so, you know, we gave him an idea of what we were looking for, you know, kind of getting to that land from that ship, and then looking out, and after your trials at sea, now looking out and seeing a bleak landscape that you would now have to traverse across to get to your next point on the path, right? So he really pulled it off, and we're really happy with the way it turned out.
Okay, yeah, and it really.
Yeah, the last album. If the last album was like, you know, the sea album, you know, this is, I guess, more of like the desert album, you know, if you will.
the high mountain plateau.
Yeah, and it goes with the artwork really goes with the music. So the name Corridore, uh, is there a story behind the
I
name?
like
Because it's a very unique sounding name.
you answered that one good.
Well, you guys came up with a name. But it's the Italian word for runner, and for me, it always kind of it feels like you're running a race, but you're never really can't really ever get to the end. So there's always this like sense of longing and hope.
Yeah.
Um,
We always like the juxtaposition of the corridor with the runner and kind of running down that endless corridor that just never ends, and you just keep running towards that light and never getting to
because
it.
that's all we can do. Keep going.
Yeah, makes sense. And to me, it sounded like, yeah, it sounds a little bit because Spanish and Italian sound pretty similar, but I didn't know that in the Italians they also had the hyphens at the end. Now I know.
Oh, that's a bit of a bastardization of the language, probably with the accent.
That's
I-
stylized.
Yeah, that's
Well,
that's an
cool.
American stylization.
Okay, but it looks cool. So guys, it's thank you, for taking some time to chat with me. On like while you're driving and getting to your destination. So I'm not going to hold you enough, so you can get to the venue tonight. So I'll probably post when I post this. The album is already out, people. So you can stream it. You can buy it. I'll post the link for people who want to get it. So before I let you guys go, anything you like to say to the fans before we go?
Ah,
Try to include more people in the scene. Let's not gatekeep.
yeah. Now we're appreciative of everybody that's listened to the album and everybody that's planning on coming out to a show. It's important, and people that run these venues and set up these shows. I guess it's important to thank them because it's really important to still keep that alive. There's so many other things distracting people from things like live music and going to shows and stuff now. So I think the people that dedicate time and effort into doing that, yeah, we appreciate that. So thanks to the New World, the Color Club, Gamma Ray. Those are the three venues. The people that help book those shows, you know who you are. Everybody on IG that passes stuff around, and people like yourself that take time to do interviews for bands that are releasing music and stuff. We appreciate it. So thank you.
And look for
Thank-
some longer tours in the near future. Hopefully,
Yeah.
working on that.
Yeah, the goal is to get the music to as many people as we can. So yeah, this helps. We appreciate it.
Thanks. So yeah, again, hope you have a kick-ass run of the shows. And Couchers, the album is out this Friday, the 22nd. So Corridore, Abandon. If you like atmospheric black metal, post-metal music, check them out. The album is pretty cool. And also, like support like smaller bands because like we need like a more underground music out there so people can listen to not only top 10 shit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, I hope you have some safe driving. So until next time, couch. This is Hector, the shield dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.